Out, they're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes that actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together your team, the us against the world mentality. Let's see if they can use it and get a victory.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in week 9? And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. The Chargers set to go on offense for the first time, and they are led by the NFL's Offensive Rookie of the Year in 20.
Got me, I'm good. I'm on.
2020, now in his second season out of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on some few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
And
a quick check on the numbers for Keenan Allen from last week. 5 catches, 80 yards, and a touchdown. On first down, Justin Herbert.
That was a nice job there pulling that one in. Now, this is an offense that will certainly spread the ball around a bit, and this is a guy the defenses had better focus on.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
What do you call it? So shit. Any closer?
Gonna throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on
Does this
down.
thing work?
It's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Oh my God, no way. Let's go.
And he didn't quite have the backspin on
Hello?
that, but it hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. For the first time, we get our look here at the Eagles offense and Jalen Hurts, the second-year quarterback out of Oklahoma.
What's quiet?
They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders.
I don't know.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. The numbers for Sanders last week, 21 carries, 121 yards, and a touchdown. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
Yeah, he could very well be on his way to a rushing title, but guess what? His offensive line, they're meeting separately because they want that rushing title as much as he does, and they want to make sure they get him there. Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him.
Put it closer to the mic.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Eluding the pressure right.
No, Jalen, you idiot.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting
Please
the
subscribe
football as
to
well.
channel
and
put on post notifications so you know when I am live.
And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They go play action with Hurts. Being chased out left. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. They're still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. Here's Hurts to throw. The pass complete to Hakeem Butler. And he's going to have an Eagles first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They go back to the ground with Sanders. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef.
Please bring Cart. Please bring Cart.
If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie Asante Samuel. And the Chargers are going to get the football here at their own 23. No doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
On 2nd down, Eckler. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. Now, this defense for the Eagles, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
There's a little bit of lightning talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
We're scoreless after 1. Running on 1st down, Eckler. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. Eric Wilson able to make the tackle. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll try the air now with Herbert. And complete right side to Cook.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Herbert. And this is caught by Williams. Touchdown, L.A. Mike Williams, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. The point after through the raindrops, up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone. Boston Scott on the return from his end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. A 6-2 is their record through the first 8 weeks. Now, Charles, what is your assessment for them in the second half of the season?
Well, I think that the road gets a little bit tougher for them. And when I look at their schedule, I see some of these road games.
Touchdown, Eagles! Travis Fulgham His second touchdown on the season. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And sometimes those slants, they can be so tough to defend after the catch. It just happens so quickly.
And really, what gets set up there is how quickly everything happens. Ball's out of the hands of the passer in a hurry, and he just takes it and goes.
And he went all the way into the end zone. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra quick.
And this is this the worst microphone of all time?
So we'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return here from Westbrook. This will be a touchback. Here's Mike Williams now as his guys head back out to go on offense. Sitting right around the midpoint of the season, on pace for 1,000 yards. Good year so far, and I'm sure film study being devoted to him a little bit more on the other side.
They have to, because the pace that he's carrying right now, if you're pushing 1,000-yard pace as a receiver, that means he warrants your attention. And right now, precision is going on with their offense. Kind of like that timepiece you wear on your wrist. You know, the good stuff. You got to knock that off somehow. Chip away at that timing, change things up a little bit, and make them go to other things and make them do those things better.
Yeah, try to make him uncomfortable. Not many teams have been able to do that so far this year. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler, and he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35.
3rd and 2, right? So this is a situation where low man has got to win at the line of scrimmage, but it's not just the low man winning. It's the low man who's winning with some force, and they had that to pick up the first down.
Barely picking it up, but they did. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, Herbert. That'll be complete to Cook. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. This is swung out to Eckler. And he's got the first down, yardage as he brings this up to the 47.
One of my old teammates called me the other day.
Herb Jerp. Fucking Herb Jerp.
That's difficult. And just when you think you
Hey, fuck you. Hey, fuck you.
In this case, he picks up the first down.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. Here's Herbert.
Oh, give me that. Give me that.
That's going to be intercepted.
Doesn't matter. Incredible.
In great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. The Eagles offense.
Sorry, gotta see it again. That was just so shmoney.
To begin their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time. See if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. They'll roll him out right. And his throw here's incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run with Sanders. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. First down now, but that clock rolling. Now Johnson. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting.
Touchdown! Miles Sanders hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. The Charger drive about to get going. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Now the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Meanwhile, Herbert's throw there complete to Allen. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. From the 50, here's Herbert. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And he's got room. And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line. A big play there just before halftime. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. To the air again, Herbert. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Now it's Herbert. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Here is slaying the pit. And the Eagles are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. In on the tackle, the former All-Pro Chris Harris. So we've come to halftime here. And just like that, on we head to half number. 2. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Scott on the return out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Escaping the pressure right. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. And quickly, they get to the line. On 1st down, Hurts. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. This one complete to Butler. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play?
Hurts fumbles it and picked up by the Chargers. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
And he ran right through one tackle as he fights forward for a gain of 7. From the 41, Herbert. On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked off by Eric Wilson.
Oh, boy, you ain't got no feet.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Elliott now to add the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. Now D.D. Westbrook to return. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position. The Charger drive about to get going. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Back to throw here, Herbert. Open man is Trey Burton. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Now an option play on 2nd down. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed, but how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. Herbert now. Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are able to make this a close game again. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. Scott on the return out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. 66 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. So 3rd and 2, and I count 6 defensive backs out there. Another run with Sanders. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th. Going for it with Sanders. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
That was 4th and what we would call long in that situation, wasn't it? That wasn't 4th and inches, was it?
No, I mean, you get in those situations 4th and 3, 4th and 4. That's a lot to, what would you say, a lot of pizza left in that box.
It certainly is. Not everyone dove in on that one. In today's NFL, this is a passing down, all right? This is not a running down. That takes a lot of guts to call that play and even better execution.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the 3rd as we're through 3 quarters of play. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Sanders on 1st down, not finding much of anything there, as he might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Throwing is Hurts. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. The kick by Elliott is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So that's, CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
The Charger drive about to get going. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. He'll get this to Eckler. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Now, yes, a two-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a two-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Herbert's throw taken in by Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Herbert. And he completes it to Westbrook. His second catch. This one not quite as dynamic as his first, and it's second down. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
He's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. That is caught. Westbrook's got it. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 18. Herbert operating from the red zone. And this is Cook with a grab. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. On the give, this is Eckler. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Throw left side complete. That's Cook. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal. Kelly. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. Bailey's kick is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. The field goal we just saw has us now at a 1-score game, and on this side of the football, things are getting pretty Hurts fumbles it. And the offense will cover this one up, but they'll be pushed back inside their own 10. The fumble on 1st down now. Here's 2nd down. And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. 97 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. The Eagles send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And here comes Westbrook. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Herbert and the Chargers down 24-17. A little under a minute 50 remaining. That's complete. It's Cook. That catch good for only a couple. Clock running, about to hit 90 seconds to go in the game. A pass there, complete to Westbrook. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Herbert. It's complete to Cook. And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And here's Scott to return it. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Major used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Eckler going to get it again on second down. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
At this stage, you've got to hustle, got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
And his kick is good. Despite the rainstorm, a good snap, a good hold, and the kick went through. And they've come in here and stolen one on the road. So this one's over. It's in the win column for the LA Chargers, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away, taking away possession.
So for the Chargers, it's a 3-5 on the year. And